All right, we are here with Luke from Mock Technologies. Tell us a little bit about the company and how you're participating today.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Greg. Mock Technologies, we're a commercial engineering and manufacturing company out of Detroit, Michigan. And we make automated extraction solutions using a bunch of different solvents and solventless technologies. And we basically specialize in building out turnkey extraction facilities for the cannabis and hemp industries all over the world.
Awesome. How long have you been doing this?
We've been specifically in the cannabis and hemp world for about 3.5 years. So almost a dinosaur in this space, but we've been making specialty equipment for other industries for almost 87 years now. So we've been making equipment for a long time.
So you're evolving as the cannabis industry is evolving as well. So you see the opportunities there.
Oh, 100%. And I think that's really why we got into the space. You know, our background is in engineering, automating and scaling technologies, and figuring out ways to make things that work at this level work on a much bigger scale. And in the cannabis and hemp world, that's exactly what's happening right now. The industry is blowing up, specifically in the US all over. And now we're seeing more and more countries around the world, even down here in Central America, coming online. And, that's one of the reasons we came down here, is we wanted to help educate a lot of the new entrepreneurs that are going to come into the space. And we've got a diverse background, and it helps our customers be educated when they decide to make the move.
Well, I think to your point, when individuals, entrepreneurs are coming down and they're seeing professional organizations that have been around for close to 100 years,
right,
now moving into this industry and contributing to the success of it. This isn't like, the 60s sort of perception of weed anymore. This is a big industry now.
Absolutely. And I think that's really the gap that's been needing to be bridged over the last handful of years across the world in the cannabis and hemp space. Because to your point, in the first early years, especially in the US of legalization, that was exactly what was happening. Folks that had been doing this type of work and extraction on the black market for themselves started coming to the forefront and doing it the same way they were doing it in a garage, in a lab, in a warehouse, at a commercial scale, on a much bigger commercial scale. And the reality is those processes aren't or weren't the best way to do it at a much larger scale. And so I think, that's where we've really lended a hand, is figuring out ways to scale and automate the same technologies, the same kind of practices that have been around for decades and hundreds of years, even beyond that, just finding a way to kind of bring it up to the 21st, 22nd century and automate those processes.
And what do you think of the Cannabis Conference?
Phenomenal. It's the first one, and we're extraordinarily privileged to be here. We know Dan O'Brien and a bunch of their team, and they've done a great job bringing all the right people here, including, the Minister of Health, the Department of Ag, and really getting the government involved and doing programs with and for them. So it's all about education, and especially early on, there's a lot of agriculture down here in Costa Rica, and a lot of farmers and hydroponics folks that have been growing a long time, but they maybe have not known or don't understand how to handle and grow hemp or cannabis. And so that's just the first part of the industry, is growing it. Then you have to extract it, make other products, and figure out a way to distribute it. So there's a lot that goes into it, but this is how it starts. And so it's awesome to be here for sure.
Very cool. And tell us, where can we find out more about your company and get in touch with you guys? Absolutely.
You can find us on www.mocktechnologies.com. You can find me personally on Instagram at mocktechnologies.luke. Or you can find me on LinkedIn. Honestly, I'm not hard to find. So just Google Mock Technologies and you'll find us. Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, Luke, it's a real pleasure. Thanks so much for chatting with us, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.